we just got a call from Colin, who's the engineer over at Muscle Shoals, and he asked us to come on over and take a look at the studio for tomorrow's session. So we're going to take him up on it. We're going to go jump in the car. Smoking doobies.
Hey guys.
All right.
Welcome. Hey there.
Hi, man. Who's calling?
Hey, I'm calling.
Are you Annie?
I'm Anna, yes.
Calling lot.
Hi. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
After phone calls
That's what.
and all that.
Emails and phone calls.
Hi, Jason. Wow. Lovely. Hey, I can make a record here. Yeah,
This is it.
I'm feeling it. I feel the mojo. Yeah, wow. Oh, this is going to be great. I can feel the sound of this room is going to be perfect for this. I mean, wow. So we can move the piano, I assume?
We can
Yes.
pretty much move
Okay.
things around however we need to.
Yeah.
We may need to pull the drums out.
No.
Here into the room. Anything
No,
else?
well, no, they can stay there. We won't use the booth at all. The mic will be in the center of the room. I have some stools I brought, so there'd be 2 or 3 amplifiers sitting on stools, facing the microphone. Be a singer on one side, a singer on the other, and then the drums would be probably over here, facing the mic this way. And we'll start moving things around until we can get a really nice balance. It takes about an hour or two to get all the amplifiers tuned right, to get the singers placed around the mic. And the drums are usually the hardest, but because this room is pretty dead, it should go pretty quickly. I think getting it set up. And all the bands are really great and are very prepared. So I'm excited. I'm very encouraged. I'm really getting a great vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Really great. I love this. I love what's on the wall. Has that always been there?
The styrofoam pieces?
Yeah.
So what that was, this is a recreation of what they had back then.
Uh-huh.
And if you look at some of the old pictures of the place, you'll see them hanging up.
Yeah.
But it was shipping material for electric meters.
Oh, really?
Like the housing of your utility meters, what they used to come in, they'd ship them 4 in a box.
Yeah.
And they were free. And of course, the
Yeah.
guys liked anything that was free.
So the guys put those up originally,
Yep.
and then when you recreated it, you had to do it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Same for the burlap on the ceiling and
Yeah.
the booths and
Well, I know Jimmy talks in an interview about hanging the burlap.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's above the burlap? Is there fiberglass or
rafters. It's just the rest. It's the rafters.
something?
So it's directly up on the woods directly above it.
Well, it's got some kind of mushy stuff up under
There's
there.
it's just like, it's like batting you would put in a quilt.
So this is a hollow wooden floor? Okay.
Well, we've got a whole basement downstairs. Which
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
check that out here in a minute.
Yeah.
The layer.
But that kind of helps because the whole building kind of acts like a big acoustic guitar.
Yes. Great.
And
So the
place
whole
will
whole
kinda
room
resonate.
breathes.
It hums.
All right. And this was a former coffin showcase.
That's right.
That's funny. That's,
The place was built sometime around 1945. It was originally a casket shop. And it was converted into a studio a couple of years prior to the Swampers moving in. There was a man, Fred Beavis, he was the song leader at a church in town, and he owned the building, and he did rehearsals and some recording with his church band here
Oh, okay.
with a 4-track system.
Uh-huh.
And he is actually the one who owned the building and rented it out to the Swampers.
Oh, okay.
The Swampers never owned the building.
Never.
They only ever rented it.
Yeah, when they tried to buy it, he would not sell it to them, which is what made them end up leaving and going somewhere different. They wanted to stay, but they needed to add on, and they didn't have, they couldn't until they bought the building, and he would not sell it, so they needed more space.
Got it. Yeah.
Which is how they ended up at down on the water. And, you know, you look at this place and you could put
because
30,000 square feet down there, 31,000 square feet.
31,000 square
I
feet.
mean, you know, it had a full cafeteria. I mean, it's massive.
What's it called?
Cypress Moon.
Yeah, we saw it today. We went down to the park. We in fact we shot a little video by the river,
Yep.
and we saw the studio. And I said, I've never heard of that studio.
That
Could
was
it still be the studio?
It was Muscle Shoals Sound, and then Malico bought it from them.
In 85, and then Malico sold it
Because
to
the
Cypress
Swampers
Moon.
had this. They were here for less than 10 years, right?
78, yeah, from 69 to 78.
69 and 70. And a lot of cool records came out of that. Boy.
Over 200,
Yeah.
over 75 that went gold or platinum.
Wow.
Hundreds of hit songs.
Yeah. I made a playlist. I researched it. And I made a playlist of like 30 songs that were cut in this room. Not the Fame stuff, not the post, you know, Jackson Highway stuff, but this stuff. And it's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. And it's funny, the personality of the room is there. I mean, it's present. Not as much as Sun. You know, Sun Studios, which we're going to go on Monday and Tuesday, because it's a much more liver room.
Yeah.
Any of those, you know, the really early stuff, it is one or two microphones.
Right.
And the sound of the room is quite obvious. Wow. Okay. I don't want to keep you guys up. Thank you for letting us come over and look around. Nathaniel?
This is great. Yeah, I didn't notice these in the pictures, but we can probably put lights like the little, because they're LEDs, so they're not gonna get hot. So we can just pop one like right up there.
Uh-huh.
And pop them up in the corner up there.
So they're
we
just
can,
way out of the way.
yeah, so we
we
almost be able to hide them. Is there a way so can the track lighting go off, but the side lights on the wall stay on?
Oh yeah, we can control all of
that's
them.
my
We can turn
favorite
the big lights
combination.
on. I mean, we've got all kinds
Okay.
of lights.
Yeah, here, I'll cut those track lights off.
Yeah, that'll be a cool look.
You don't want to use the track lights to...
No, they're too unbalanced. They're
Okay.
all over the place. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll literally we'll keep this, and then we'll go tungsten, so it'll keep it warm, and we'll just put like one up there, hit the band here, soften it.
Yeah.
Put one up like there on that speaker. That'll be like the
great.
the hair kicking back down here. These lights will be super cool. Yeah, because right here we can stick the keyboard here, and we can like maybe like angle it out a little bit so that lights the keyboard.
Backlight him a bit,
and
yeah.
then like stick the one for the drums right up there, and just like shape it so it just hits them as like a spot. But like and we'll keep the light on in that room there. But like this level of ambient will keep the room like you can tell where we are.
Okay.
And it'll look really cool.
There are a lot of photos of Jimmy with Leonard Skinner, of course. All these, there they are.
Yeah.
That was like before they hit it big.
Yeah, they came in...
Softball team that he sponsored.
Right, and Leonard Skinner, they came in and cut basically an album that never...
Released until 78, yeah.
Right, came late.
Or it was like a compilation of, it was supposed to feature like Freebird and Simple Man and stuff, and they had re-recorded that when they signed to MCA. But, yeah, it was a lot of songs that were either recut and then unreleased demos and stuff that he had. That's a great photo there of Jimmy with Leonard Skinner in 75, and you can see like the same playback speakers and
Yeah.
and then you see like the
Well, it's great you had all those photographs. So when you put it back together, what had happened between the two versions of the studio? Did it get completely stripped and turned into something completely else?
it was Big Bear Audio, like an audio store in the 80s. Like two brothers moved in here, and then one of the brothers split, and that was Southern Sight and Sound right down the road.
So
But
they
it
took
was
the
like an
ISO.
audio
The
shop.
ISO booths were gone and everything.
No.
They kept them.
Somehow,
Every
the
that's
booths
been the
and the control room are all the original ones.
Yeah.
that's
cool.
the part that amazed me the
They
most.
kept the control room. They kept
It's
those.
the original glass.
Yeah.
Original
Everything. Nobody took them out. No matter what kind of store. It was a junk store. It was an appliance store, and it would have made a lot more sense for them to take the booths out.
Those look original.
They are.
Well, there's the photo with them.
Yeah.
Did they take the glass out and then bring it back?
No.
Oh, it's just
It was never taken out.
Right,
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, this stuff's been through.
Did John say
It's
when
actually
you got
never
there,
left
They
this
did.
building since 1969, the Orange Furniture.
No kidding.
So, and this place was the audio store in the 80s, and it was a used appliance repair store in the 90s, and abandoned in the late 90s to the early 2000s.
It was in the basement.
Yeah, it's been here the whole time.
And look at all the swag.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Oh,
collect
here's
some
the-
Oh, I was
swag
gonna say,
before we
you
leave.
haven't
Here's
seen
the
them.
swag. That's the
Yeah.
background.
Oh, my God. Oh, I'm in swag heaven. Oh, hoodies? Get out of here. Oh, look at this. All right. What do you think? Huh? That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get swagged out before we leave. Come on, let's go to the basement. This is where some things went down, right? You gotta tell me. Atmospheric.
Come on, man.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, the lounge.
So back then, this lounge right here, from like here all the way back to where we have a bathroom there now.
Yeah.
This was all office space, and they had a writing room. This is where they ran their publishing company.
Oh, okay.
So they had, offices down here, and there was a wall right here. So this stretch out here was a dark hallway.
Oh,
So you wouldn't have seen the
yeah.
trap door built into this paneling right here. Back here you find the hidden bar room.
Oh,
This is super cool.
So this was a dry county up until '82. So the whole time they were working in this building, there was no bar anywhere here in town.
no kidding.
And as you know,
Yeah.
some artists like to have a beverage or two
You think?
while they're
Let's see,
working.
Leonard Skinner, Rolling Stones,
Lane Allman.
Dwayne Allman. Come on now.
I mean, there's Willie
Can we
Nelson
get it
right
from
there.
down here?
Willie Nelson.
So you can imagine this room being filled up with smoke.
All right, now come on over here. Let's look at some of the albums that were recorded here. This is only a fraction of them.
Yeah.
So let's start here. We got Cat Stevens, right? Levon Helm. Johnny Rivers, I didn't know that. Paul Anka. Who else well, the Stable Singers. I mean, classic. Tony Orlando. Now that's another one I didn't know about. And of course, Paul Simon. Oh, it just goes on and on, doesn't it? Some of these I don't recognize. Bob Seger, of course. He did quite a few records here.
He did.
Yeah.
There was about a 10-year span where every time Seeger was putting out new music, he was working with the Swampers for
Right.
about half of each of those albums.
Okay.
Stranger in Town and Night Moves.
Yeah, Night Moves.
And Against
Huge
the
record.
Wind. They say Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, but when you read the notes, it's the Swampers on side B.
Oh, I see. Yes. Joe Cocker. Joe Tex. Didn't know that either. Herbie Mann. Didn't know that. Rod Stewart. Yep. Yeah, well, like the British acts wanted to come to get the thing,
Yeah.
the vibe, the
Sound.
mojo, the thing.
Traffic.
Well, Rod
the-
Stewart came down here. Tom Dowd brought him down.
Ah.
And Rod walks into the control room and he sees the guys in there, tuning their guitars, getting ready. He turns to Tom Dowd and he said, "So what time does the band get here?" He thought they were like roadies.
Uh-huh.
I said, "Well, Rod, this is the band." He got pissed off about that because he thought they had pulled a fast one on it and switched out the bands at the last
Because he
minute.
thought they were black.
Of course.
Right. Oh, Leon Russell. How much of that record was done here?
He did all of Carney here.
Oh.
And Shelter People, he did, I think, 2 or 3 songs off of here.
Yeah.
This record is actually the first time that they were referred to as the Swampers.
Oh, really?
It was Denny Cordell who produced this record, and he gave them the nickname the Swampers, just kind of
Right.
casually, and that's how he credited them on this record.
Right. And
nickname
of course,
stuck with
Leonard
him.
Skinner refers to the Swampers as lyrics in a song.
They've been known to pick a song or two,
Yeah.
which is kind of an understatement.
And of course, Brown Sugar, Wild Horses.
And You Gotta Move.
Oh, and you gotta move? I didn't know that. You gotta move? Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. See, you learn something every day.
And that turned into like the other 2 songs, right? Because like they had only planned on
They only planned on doing
cutting
You
You
Gotta
Got to
Move.
Move.
Oh,
And then they ended up, Keith Richards finished up writing Wild Horses in the bathroom upstairs.
in the bathroom.
And Brown Sugar, I think, was a song they had been doing live, but they hadn't recorded it.
Yeah.
So the Stones were here for 3 nights, and they only came down to do 1 song.
Yeah.
And they did You Gotta Move their first night of being here. And they
Wow.
had, well, hey, if we have 2 more days of studio time, let's get as much work done as possible while
Yeah.
we're down here. And so they end up doing Brown Sugar and Wild Horses.
And Lulu, we can't forget about Lulu.
That's a great record, man.
Yeah.
Dwayne Allman on lead
Yep. Yep.
with Eddie Hinton. It's,
All right. Well, we're going to be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. to contribute our little bit.
all right.
And
Add your name to this
hopefully
list.
we'll take some of the mojo with us when we leave.
Absolutely.
Leave some for us, man. That's all I ask.
Yeah. It looks like, I think there's plenty here.
There's plenty to go around.
I mean, it's everywhere.
You should do an interview, like interviews with the bands down here.
Yeah.
Like just like have them on the couch and then just like put a light here and then just have someone talking to them here and then just like shoot wide with the gimbal.
Yes.
And just have them like talking to you and just do like a little interview thing, but have all this on the background of the wall. It'd be super
Okay.
cool.
All right. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Just remind me, because once
I'll
things
remind
get
you.
going, I'm going to forget about all
Yeah,
that. I'm all about the music.
Cool. Pleasure, man. We've
Pleasure
been
meeting
excited.
you.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
To tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that either.